is Antoine Williams, watching the E-Nation YouTube channel. Date is October 3rd, 2025, and I'm back from a new location. This summer I spent some time in Niagara Falls, New York. I had that video of me riding my motorcycle around there. I then got a U-Haul. Oh, no. I drove my Dodge Challenger from San Antonio, Texas to Niagara Falls, New York, and I was there for a couple months over the summer. Spending time with family. I went to Caravana, which was on my list of things I wanted to do this year. What else did I do? I played some video games. I didn't do much. Oh, I went to Fight Sport, did some MMA, which was great. I haven't seen a place like Fight Sport anywhere else. It's like great, 10 out of 10. If you live in the Niagara Falls, New York area, I definitely recommend it. The price is amazing, and what I like about it is he has a lot of, so it's Fight Sport. He has like some wrestling classes, but I did the kickboxing, Muay Thai stuff. He has a bunch of different types of bags, an uppercut bag. He has bag you hit shoulders. He has like a spot where you can work on your abs. He has a spot where you can work on your back. You pick up the ball, throw it down. He has a spot where you also, so there's a spot where you pick it up off the ground, put it above your head and throw it down. Then he has a spot where you actually take the ball, throw it and hit the wall, grab it as it comes down, then you go down to your knees, then you come back up, throw it again. He has like weights where you throw punches like this, and then you bring them up like that. And that's how you work out like your biceps, and I guess that would be shoulders. Going up like this would be shoulders. But great place. And then also he has he'll hold pads, so like it's all stations. You do 2 minutes on, 30 seconds off, or you do 3 minutes on, 45 seconds off, and you do this for like an hour. And it's like you pay a price. You can go every day. You can go every day, twice a day. And it's an amazing workout. Oh, I miss it. There's nowhere else like it. I think it's an amazing business, and I think that like I was like, oh, who knows? Maybe in 5 years, when I'm older, maybe I'll do some fights, and then I'll open a place like that of my own, because I just think it's like heaven on earth. I miss it already. I did that, spent time with family, and then I got a U-Haul trailer hitch put on my car, and I dragged my motorcycle to San Antonio. After that, I ended my lease in San Antonio, and I'm now in New Orleans. I'm all moved in. I'm still working on my dressers, setting those up, but a lot of my apartment's set up. I've just been getting comfortable here. I'm not going to use that as an excuse for why I haven't been online. I just haven't been doing it, but I'm back. I know my 5 subscribers miss me, but I'm back, and I'm back with a happy video to me. I'm tickled pink. That's why I'm wearing pink. I'm tickled. This video, I was going through my list of videos I wanted to react to, and this one makes me happy. It's a video of Philadelphia churches before and after demolition, and it just shows like some churches in Philadelphia. Then it shows them putting up apartment complexes instead. It shows them just having a parking lot. It shows the churches just getting torn down. And to someone like me, that's just like a nice feel-good video, because I can't stand religion. I can't stand any of the Abrahamic religions. In order of my dislike, I would say the top would be Islam, the second would be Christianity, and then Judaism would be the third. Like, I don't like any of these freaking religions. I don't like anything that's in the books. I don't know, well, not any. There's common sense stuff in there that obviously I agree with, like treating people right. Not killing people, like basic common sense things that we can all agree on. But all of its assertions are like basically, oh, there's a God, oh, God did this, God did that, oh, like this is what happens after you die. All those things are as proven as freaking Spider-Man is, or the Invincible comics. Like these things, like these books. It'd be one thing if they were fantasy. Like, I enjoy a good story. Like, I like Game of Thrones. I'm loving Peacemaker. It's Gen V, The Boys. Oh my god, like, I love the Superman movie. I love fiction. I love, stories and things with lessons. But the problem is, these people are taking this as real. and they make life decisions based off the information. And I am a big believer in knowing the truth, like knowing what's, like either knowing the truth or having a reasonable estimation of what's true and making your decisions based on that. I really think that when you make decisions based off bad information, it's a disservice to yourself, and it's like, it's just bad. Like I don't want to like make decisions. That's a huge thing for me. I do not want to make decisions based off bad information. I want to be careful that things are thought through. I have a good idea what's going on before I make decisions. And when you decide, well, if I do this, I'm going to go to heaven, or if I do this, I'm going to go to hell, or if I do this, like, I'm a good person. If I do that, I'm a bad person. And then you're reasoning past that, like, why does it make you bad? Why, like, is there evidence of a hell and this and that? Like, when your deeper thoughts are on shaky ground, it's like building a freaking house on sand. Like, it's like your foundation's just garbage. And like the biggest thing that can happen is and I've heard stories like on YouTube. You hear people say this, like they'll be like, well, I did this for 30, 40, 50 years, I did this for 20 years, 10 years, I did this for 5 years, and it was a waste. I realized later I was wrong. And that is something I don't like. I just don't want that on people, where you start off on something thinking, oh yes, it's a good idea, I'm doing it for X, Y, and Z, and then you realize later everything you thought was nonsense and garbage, and you wasted your time and effort. And you could, like, if you could go back, you do something else. Like, do you really want to feel that way? I don't want to feel that way. Like, I want to look back and be like, I didn't make the right decisions, but like I made the best decision I could make. I did what I thought was right, and I want to be able to stand behind my decisions, not have to look at them and be like, yeah, that was a horrible decision, like I regret it. Like, everyone's gonna have regrets, but I don't want to have like a freaking regret where it's like I just blindly followed something for 40, 50 years and then realize at the end, or even if I didn't realize it, I just wouldn't want to blindly follow something and be duped. So I think that in general with people, I think that we'd be better off if people accepted that there's no evidence for these religions. Like, it's just a waste of time and effort to believe in things. Like, people are fully capable of sussing out right from wrong without some religion telling them. And then you have the things in these religions that I'm not going to get into it, but basically I'm going to keep it vague because I don't feel like going into a whole thing. But basically my big issue is like, there's things in the religion where it's not like any rational person who like wasn't raised in the religion would actually disagree, would think that something you're saying is bad, like slavery, for example, an obvious one. Like, there's things and there's like, religion has been used to justify slavery in the past, and now we accept, that's nonsense. Like, there's nothing to justify slavery, just to give like a universally obviously thing that everyone would agree with. But yeah, the slavery thing, like, that's the thing. Like, it's like, oh well, if you say that something's right or wrong because God says so, you've removed like any like type of logic or critical thinking from the situation, because you're no longer thinking, well, why is this right and wrong? Like, what is the context? Like, how does it make people feel? That doesn't matter. It can make people. It could like, I could say anything is justified because God says it's okay. I can say it's okay for me to go out and just shoot people because God says it's okay, even though common sense would tell you it's not okay to just run around shooting people for no reason. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm rusty. I guess this is going to be a short. Let's do some comments. Man, this is more challenging than I remembered. I guess that's what happens when you take like a massive break. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read. There's one that I seen that made me laugh. Let me find that one. And then people were commenting. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Made me laugh. Some people were saying like weird stuff about. Let me see if I can find that. But yeah, no, it's been a long few months with all the traveling and moving. Oh my goodness, like I really want to pay my car off this year, but financially it's just not making sense. And then I have to visit family, and I have to visit family in December for Christmas. It's always something. Let's see. Let's me. There was one that was really funny that I saw. Here it is. At least the new landowners contribute towards taxes. And then I laughed at that. And then people were mad. And then need someone to, enjoying living in your materialistic fantasy. I'd rather live in a materialistic fantasy than be broke. Live in a broke fantasy. You know what I mean? I'd rather. And someone said, you work in IRS, seems like it. I like how these people are like, yeah, of course. Of course, like, when you're part of something, and like, okay, so if you're part of a religion, and then the religion is getting a benefit of not paying taxes, of course you would be for that. Of course you would be like, oh, well, you're just being materialistic. Like, it's just anything to attack you because you're speaking out against their organization. Like the first person said, you're living a materialistic fantasy. It's like, you're living a lie. When I first moved in here, these people, I think they were the Jehovah's Witnesses. I was sitting there putting my couch together, and they were knocking on my door. So I walked to the door, and they started talking to me about, what do you think about like these wars and blah 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 blah. And then like I was like, look, I'm busy, I'm doing something. So they gave me like some pamphlet. And I looked it over, and it was just them. It's just the same thing. It's like they're trying. It's just a giant manipulation. They're like, oh well, the reason why there's all like they're trying to be like, oh well, the reason why there's all those wars is because of this and that. And like it's funny because they're actually being extremely indirect. It's a manipulation. Like instead of just saying, we want you to join the Jehovah's Witness religion, they say, oh, well, there's all these bad things, and the world is this and that, and here, read this pamphlet, and it'll talk about that for a long time, and then it'll get into the religion stuff later. So they're trying, and I've had this happen, I've gotten caught in this when I was younger, where, like, you know, this is what I'm saying about, like, there's some common sense stuff in there, and the common sense stuff is what gets you, because you're listening to it, and you're like, yeah, this sounds perfectly reasonable. Obviously, I don't want children dead, I don't want people to be raped, and this and that. So it's like a bait and switch, like, we're talking about one thing, and then they switch it to their religion. Like, oh, by the way, you could join this religion and this and that, even though it has nothing to do with the war and stuff. Nothing to do with it. So it's just like a manipulation. Same thing here. They're saying, oh, well, you're like living a materialistic fantasy. What's that have to do with them not paying taxes? Like, who cares? Like, there's nothing. It's just a bait and switch. But yeah, no, I think I'm going to end it here. I'm a little rusty, so this video is a little bit rough, but I'll get better. I'm also going to, I've been looking into some intros, so I'm going to try to add some intros to my video, maybe a little outro. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to put out another one soon. It's been a pleasure, and I'll feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.